So, wrapping up wisdom literature with Song of Songs, which is unique to say the least, it's love poetry. And if you were to just read Song of Songs on its own without any context, and then somebody told you, hey, this is in the Bible, you would probably question them. It doesn't seem that it really fits in the Bible, right? Um, and honestly, it's not even very good love poetry. Uh, I this line, "Your hair is like a flock of wild goats." Um, don't read that to your significant other, right? So, Song of Songs, the name itself derives from um, a Hebrew superlative. So, it's like you say, the best of the best, right? This is the Song of Songs. Sometimes it's called the Song of Solomon, not because Solomon is portrayed to be like writer or the speaker, but only because he's mentioned a few times. He was at the time, particularly that this was written, he was sort of this. He was this famous figure of history. It would be as if, like, in the United States, we had the poems of George Washington, right? That sort of thing. So Solomon's mentioned a few times. That's why it's sometimes called Song of Solomon. So, about the content, there's not a ton I really want to say about this. It's a quick book. It's a good book. It's good to read. It's in the Bible, of course, but um, it is kind of a quick read. And for our purposes, you probably don't need to dive too deeply into any one line. We take this sort of as a whole, right? So, it is love poetry working on probably more than one level. So, a couple interpretive possibilities that we have. You might say, well, this is a love poem, but it's really symbolic of God's love for his people. It's not really about sex like it appears to be. Or you could take the opposite view, which is to say, this is just about sex, right? It's not about God's love for his people. How the heck did this make it into the Bible, right? Or you could say this is about both of those things and more. As you might imagine, I'm gonna present that it's about both of these things and more. So it's kind of working on more than one level. So you might even take a remember, this is Jewish poetry, right? But you might even take like a Christ-centered view toward this and say that this is about Christ's love for his church. So in the New Testament, we see several occasions where um, the love between two spouses is viewed as like kind of like a drop in the bucket view, kind of a glimpse of uh, Christ's love for his church. Like the spousal love is sort of like a bit of a metaphor, a parable, but certainly not on the same level as Christ's love. But you can view it that way too. You can read Song of Songs that way. Interesting read, different read, but I hope it's a good one for you.